My dear friends, welcome to Rajashekar classes on applied data science with Python. This is lecture number 260. In this lecture, we will try to understand CountVectorizer. Before understanding CountVectorizer, let me define what is tokenization. Yes, in order to use textual data for predictive modeling, if you want to use textual data for predictive modeling, the text must be, this text must be parsed. It must be parsed. How can I parse? The text must be parsed to remove certain words. Parsing means what? To remove certain words. Remove certain words. This process is known as tokenization, isn't it? The words need to then be encoded. After tokenization, the words must be encoded. I must encode these words. These words must be encoded as, how can I encode these things? I can encode these as integers. Depending on context, I can encode these as integers, or I can encode this as a floating point. This can be encoded as integers or floating point values. What is the necessity of first step is tokenization. Tokenization means converting your text into words. By converting, in that process, I will remove certain words. Now, as a result of tokenization, I have words. These words must be encoded. How can I encode these words? As an integers or floating point values. What is the necessity of encoding? If you encode, what is the benefit? You can use this encoded words as inputs. This can be used as inputs in machine learning algorithms. If you want to use these words as an input to the machine learning algorithms, these words must be encoded. This process is called, I can say, this is known as feature extraction. This is known as feature extraction. There is another name for feature extraction is vectorization. Feature extraction, or I can say it is vectorization. Vectorization makes, I can say like this, vectorization makes machine learning faster. I can say like this, scikit learns CountVectorizer. CountVectorizer is used to convert. This is used to convert. I can convert. This is used to convert a collection of text documents to a vector of term. It can be this collection of text documents can be converted into a vector of vectors. I can say I can convert text, I can convert documents, I can convert reviews. I can say reviews. These reviews can be converted as a vectors of counts. How will it be? We will try to understand. It also enables the pre-processing of text data. I can say it is useful for pre-processing of text data. We will try to illustrate this one. Let me repeat. it also enables the pre-processing of text data prior to generating the vector representation. This functionality makes it a highly flexible feature representation module. I can say it is highly flexible feature representation module for text. Anyway, we will try to understand this CountVectorizer in Python. Let me say this is my data. Here I have the word twice, therefore I am keeping twice. How many times this quick is appearing? One time. Brown is appearing one time. Fox is appearing one time. Jumps is appearing one time. Over is appearing one time. Lazy one time. Stock one time. I can say this is vectorization. We will try to understand this vectorization with the help of CountVectorizer. Anyway, let me explain this concept with simple example. Before discussing this example, I request you to go through a concept. I request you to go through this documentation, sklearn.feature_extraction text.CountVectorizer. Just I request you to go through this CountVectorizer. This is very, very helpful in order to form tokens. These tokens will be helpful in order to analyze our review data. How will it be? We will try to understand this. Just see here, as I told you, I am importing this CountVectorizer. How this CountVectorizer, this scikit learns, that's what we have shown in previous slide. It is in sklearn.feature_extraction.text. Just go through my previous slide. As I requested you, just go through the documentation once. This is CountVectorizer. This is Python CountVectorizer. How it is useful in forming vectors of given text corpus. I can say like this. Just see, this is my text. Just a list of text documents. This is simple text documents. Anyway, we will try to understand same thing, how one can apply this one for Amazon review analysis. I will discuss in my next lectures. Time being, just understand this is a CountVectorizer, scikit-learn CountVectorizer, and we are defining a variable vectorizer whose type is CountVectorizer. This is simple Python code. This sort of syntaxes I already discussed in my previous lectures. Just go through my previous lectures so that you can understand. Tokenize and build vocabulary. I already discussed what is tokenization, and we discussed about vocabulary. We already discussed how to build vocabularies and how to calculate TF-IDF values for given corpus in my previous lectures. Just go through my previous lectures so that you can understand what is this vocabulary and you can understand these terminologies. Time being, just let me say, there is something like fit. Vectorizer is a variable. Fit text. What is my text? What is this text? This is my text. Fit text. After fitting the text, what I have to do? Let me display vocabulary. Print vectorizer dot vocabulary underscore means what will it print? What is my vocabulary? What is vocabulary? Just see, this is my output. This is my output. What it says? This is my vocabulary. This is my vocabulary. Whose vocabulary? This is vocabulary of this particular text. How I got it? It is simple and straightforward. Just how will I write this one? Just see. How can I write? This is simple and straightforward. What is my first word? John. 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 What is my second word? Is. Next word? Good. Of course, it will not take A. I already discussed the reasons in my previous classes. In the process of tokenization, I can write boy. Again, what I have? I have John. I have watches. Again, basket, ball. Isn't it? These are words, but how can I tokenize this? Just let me write like this. How can I write? This is simple and straightforward. First, let me arrange all of them in alphabetical order. There are two words which starts with B. One word is boy, another word is basket. First BB is same, but second word O, and here second word is A. Therefore, first I must take basketball. Basketball. This is first word. And what about next word? Next word, alphabetically, it is a boy. Next word after B, in that manner I can arrange. This is good. After that, alphabetically, is. After that, I can write John. Just I am arranging in alphabetical manner. After that, I have watches. Now, let me encode. How can I encode? This is 0 index. Boy is 1 index. Good is 2 index. Is 3 index. John is 4 index. Watches is 5 index. This basketball, how many times is it appearing? Only one term. Boy is one term. Good is one time. Is one time. John 2 times. Watches 1 time. What does it mean? Just see. John. What is the index of John? John index is 4. Just say John index is 4. What is the index of is? Is index is 3. Just see is index is 3. What is the index of good? Good index is 2. What is the index of boy? Boy index is 1. What is the index of watches? Watches index is 5. What is the index of basketball? Basketball index is 0. How can I encode this shape? What is the shape of this one? 1 by 6. How many rows? There is 1 rows. How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, if I say print vector dot shape means I will get 1, 6. What is my vector? My vector is, just see, 1, 1, 1, 1, 4 times. 1, 1, 1, 4 times. Again, this is 2. Again, this is 1. This is my vector. Now, this vector representation, this particular representation is very useful. I can use this one as an input. I can use this one as an input for my machine learning algorithm or my data science algorithm, so that I can process it easily. Just to go through this vectorizer concept. This is CountVectorizer. So that I will make use this particular concept in bag of words, representation of our Amazon Fine Food Review dataset. I will make use this particular concept in our for our review data set. In next lecture, I will try to make use this vectorizer. Just this lecture gives you a brief introduction to this particular CountVectorizer. Just go through this, and if you have any difficulty, keep a comment. Thank you very much.